Joe Biden has pulled out of the US election race for 2024. In the meantime, please just drop us a sub if you would be so kind. And yeah, breaking news, Joe Biden withdraws from US presidential election race. Now, we talked about this a couple of weeks ago, obviously, how he looked like his brain was full of pudding. He can't walk, barely knows who he is. Not looking good. And I think his opposition, who should go unnamed, was looking good anyway. And then obviously someone tried to shoot him. And probably, I did the fist up thing. Again, not looking good. And they've convinced him to step down. He seemed to have been stubborn, like he wouldn't go down. I think originally he said he wouldn't run for the second term and then decided to. But obviously more and more recently, listen, I know a lot of people love Biden and whatever, but come on. It isn't just mixing up Zelensky with Putin and calling himself black and just calling the defense secretary the black guy. It's not just stuff like that. He can't walk. In that debate, he didn't look like he knew where he was at times. He reminded you of a relative that's in a care home. Hey, Grandad, you want to get some dinner? Why are all these cameras looking at me? I'm in a war. I'm in the Vietnam War. What's going on? And yeah, it seems to be that has even once George Clooney come out against you, and probably Obama give him a ring. Obama's probably smoking cigarettes, going, "Listen, Joe, you gotta go." That's more like Crichton from Red Dwarf, but I imagine that's how he smokes cigarettes. He just one puff and it's gone. Just chain ringing the darts from his island where he lives, and sometimes goes boating with George Clooney. So yeah, once Clooney and Obama start going, you got to step down, and Pelosi and a secret couple of weapons start hinting at stuff in the media. And of course, the other day when it's like, oh, he's got COVID, he's got to stay at home for a few days. I think that was, I don't know what those balloons were, guys. Was it a gesture thing? Was it a gesture? Should we try it again? I don't know what's programmed in here. COVID inverted commas. I think we knew, it was pretty obvious the other day. It's like, oh, this is where they sit him down and say, Joseph, you're not in Kansas anymore. And that's a Wizard of Oz reference. I know he's not from Kansas, Delaware, right? It's not the 50s anymore, Joe. You can't smoke in an advertising room and punch a secretary, or at least throw a glass of whiskey on her face. You can't do it anymore. You got to go. And isn't the VP incredibly unpopular as well? So it's probably going to be, have to boot her out and get that Newsom lad in. I don't know. It's not looking good though, is it, for the left in America? So obviously, if you're a Democrat fan or a Biden fan and an anti-Trump or whatever, it's not looking good. But if you're Trump, it's probably looking like another good week. The dice rolls keep coming, right? Just gets a little shot in the ear. Gets a great picture opportunity, doesn't die, gets, I don't know, Hulk Hogan at his, I was going to say press conference convention. Idiocracy. Let idiocracy happen. If it's going to happen, let it happen. At least it's over there. At least it's somewhere I only have to visit and not live, right? I could imagine living, I love America, but I couldn't imagine living in the States. I think it would just drive me a little bit insane. But I'll probably be there in the next couple of months, so we'll see. We'll see what's going on. I know some people, Blue Anon will be losing their shit tonight, and that is, I haven't really got a dog in the race, but it's just interesting to see from the outside. You know, the people saying the shooting was completely staged and all that lot, and people generally in love with the old fella. But listen, it's sad. He's an old man. He probably shouldn't have been running at that age. Neither one of them should be running, really, right? It should be 65, should be the oldest. Or 64 should be the oldest you can put your hat in the race. You're 65 when you get elected. If you have 2 terms, you're 73 and out. You can't be being 81, potentially 85 when you get out. And it's sad. And we're all going to face that. And we'll face it with our parents and our grandparents. We've seen it. My dad is 77 or 77 and a half, and he's still working in a manual job. We'll see. I think he'll stop when he has to stop. And that's what this is. They have to stop. My granddad, I spoke about it before. My granddad got dementia and was filmed. I think it was on one of these cop shows. We didn't even know at the time. I want to find the footage. Driving the wrong way down a dual carriageway, right? one-way traffic coming on, and he's going the wrong way. And that's when they took his license off him. He worked with my dad as a builder, and he hung a door upside down. I think that was when my dad thought, I think he's on his way out. And went to a home and survived the war and got killed by a woman after being pushed over pudding, no doubt, and broke his hip and all that. And then he went downhill from there. That's how it's going to end for most of us. At least Biden's going to have a nice life. Permanent Secret Service protection and CIA briefings, and probably can get all the ice cream he wants in his house somewhere. Big mansion. People taking care of him, Hopefully he'll have a nice few years of retirement, and that's it. It's just sad, and it's sad to see it publicly. I wouldn't want to see my granddad be wheeled out in public, or my nan, when she didn't even know, this was on the other side, didn't even know her husband had died, and she just laughed. When we reminded her that granddad had died, she just went, you don't want that on the TV. So, yeah, for his family, it's probably sad as well, but who knows? Anyway, he's gone. Have fun, America. I'll see you in a couple of months. I'm mainly going to be over for a burrito, comedy, and a couple of beers. So, see you in a bit. The bit where he kind of went, come on, England! When Starmer went over there. I know that sounded grim right there, guys. I'm sorry about that. That was also a worrying moment as well. It's like, why are the cameras looking at me? What am I doing in this house? It's a big house, and it's a white house. What am I doing here? Anyway, that's enough. I'll see you later. He's gone. Bye.